Another day, another Copa90 reaction. Today we are reacting to They Say We're Crazy, Real Betis. I think I said that right. I had to check the title of the video 4 times before I said that. But yeah, it's another once-in-a-lifetime video by Copa90. There have been a lot of suggestions for different documentaries, and I'm honestly struggling to keep this up. So if you've watched this before, you suggested another documentary or club that you've wanted me to like react to in a previous video, please leave it in the comments down below. I will look at all of them in this comment section. So I get so many comments on a daily basis now, I just keep losing track of stuff, even when I write it down. So yeah, if there's a specific documentary about your club you want me to react to, I think there have been a lot of mentions of Copa90, some Santos stuff, some Flamingo stuff. I mean, just let me know in the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep track of everything, I promise. Without further ado though, I'm excited for this one. I love the Copa90 documentaries. I didn't realize I actually played 20 seconds in.
When we won the last cup in 2005, he promised the Virgin that if we won, he wouldn't speak for 1 year. We won, and he didn't say a word in the whole year. So, and he's a man who doesn't go, no.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's true. You can be sure. I mean, he didn't speak to me, to his wife, to his daughter. Yeah.
Okay, that's dedication.
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear that?
European football is broken, with the same teams winning the same trophies against the same opponents in almost every season, in almost every country. And the same teams winning the same trophies against the same opponents in almost every season, in almost every country. And it's
been like this for a while.
Worse.
Bayern Munich win their 10th consecutive Bundesliga title. Simply sensational stuff.
Resulting in a toxic cycle where a select few teams now hold almost all the success, power, and attention.
Wait, I actually really would love to react to Haaland. I've seen a little bit about him. I watched his like day in the life of him vlog that he did on his YouTube channel that he opened up recently. Really cool dude. Absolutely gigantic. What a tall brother he is.
Almost all the success, power, and attention, all of which is depriving us of new footballing stories, which to me has always been what football's truly about. Luckily, last season saw a few underdogs with a chance at glory, so I went on a journey to document their story, their people, and their culture, and show whilst winning isn't everything, we need different winners in football to remind us of why we love this game.
I agree. That's what makes it special.
Is once in a lifetime.
I love these documentaries so much. So well made. Real Betis.
When you think of football in Seville, the biggest city of the southern Spanish region of Andalusia, chances are you think of Sevilla FC. One of the founding clubs of the Spanish game, their recent dominance of the Europa League has seen them collect 6 European titles in a decade and a half and become a household name not just in Spain, but all around the world.
Sevilla.
What you may not know is there is another club that calls the city home, whose fan base wholeheartedly insist they're not only as big, but the biggest team in Seville. They are, of course, Real Betis Balompié.
Actually, Real Betis is the popular team in Spain. After Real Madrid and Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid, this is the most popular team.
Really? Okay.
You only have to see the attendances.
Mira, más socio, más campo, más todo.
Holy
Sevilla
smokes.
has had its glory in the past 10 years, but Betis is a team that it's just like almost like a religion, you know, and it's just a feeling.
El Betis se siente, se vive.
It's a complete different story, you know.
Se vive todo el año, todos los días.
In terms of fans.
We don't care about the game, you know? It's like a feeling.
And the way fans live their lives.
El Betis es un estado de ánimo que te ayuda a vivir, a trabajar, a amar, a querer.
How meaningful the clubs are for them. I think Betis is like...
Es una pasión, es una filosofía
It's a
de
deep
vida.
passion.
Compared to Sevilla, it's like completely different.
Betis embraces you.
El Betis es infinito, el Betis es la gloria.
Another level.
Another level.
I might need to watch some of their games. Holy smokes.
It's almost like a party when you go to the stadium. And
Betis siempre corazón, Sevilla título solo.
Allá donde vayas en el mundo siempre hay una camiseta del Betis.
Betis, da igual título, da igual lo que sea, Betis siempre corazón.
En el Polo Norte, ¿tú ves el Polo Norte? Hay una peña Betis.
Desde que nace por el coño de tu mujer, Betis es el Betis.
El que no es del Betis no quiere ni a su padre ni a su madre.
See?
Sí, claro, está cagado.
Of course, these claims to being the bigger club come with a good deal of bias, but Betis fans maintain their stance, and they use the country's history to explain why.
There's always going to be bias.
Region in Spain.
Andalucía.
Yeah.
Okay.
From always.
obviously here in Andalusia, there wasn't many opportunities either, in terms of university and education.
Of course, people have to migrate to more industrial regions, Catalonia, Euskadi, País Vasco.
Catalonia and the Basque Country had their own languages. So when Franco started industrializing Spain,
former
he started
dictator,
industrializing Catalonia and the Basque Country, so the languages would be lost.
En la zona franca de Barcelona se alza la factoría de la SEA, que va a ser inaugurada oficialmente por su excelencia el jefe del Estado.
So a lot of people used to go to the north because that's where the money was.
Whilst the Great
That makes
Southern
sense.
Migration saw an
That makes
incredible
sense.
24% of Andalusia move around the north, the vast majority headed to the northeastern region of Catalonia in particular, where many settled in and around its capital, Barcelona.
My grandparents are part of that generation.
So Andalusia has 8 provinces within the region,
Yes.
and you call Catalonia the 9th province.
Because
Wait, what? Hold on. I actually did not know Spain was divided up like this. Obviously, they're not like fully divided up, but these different communities, autonomous communities as it's called here. Did not know that. It says there's 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. I generally never considered that Spain had different like communities, and I also know that it has different provinces now too. Damn, we don't learn anything about the rest of the world. You really got to go out of your way to learn things.
the migration. It is so fucking full of Andalusians.
24% of Andalusia move around the north, the vast majority headed to the northeastern region of Catalonia in particular, where many settled in and around its capital, Barcelona.
My grandparents
Okay, that makes
are
sense.
part of that generation.
So Andalusia has 8 provinces within the region,
Yes.
and you call Catalonia the 9th province.
Because of the
Gotcha.
migration. It is so fucking full of Andalusians.
So I was born in,
Gotcha,
in
okay.
Barcelona. But
If you ask to any Catalonian, they will tell you that at least one of his grandfather is from Andalusia,
my dad's side come from originally from Cadiz,
and maybe one Andalusian and one from Extremadura.
and my mum's side are from Extremadura.
And even though they were moving and settling hundreds of miles away from their southern homeland, Catalonia's Andalusians were never going to let go of that Betico feeling.
So when
Makes
you
sense,
leave,
okay.
you kind of want to take something with you from your roots.
And they took Betis with them. That's why Betis is around Spain. One of the most beautiful things that has ever happened to me, 3 years ago, I went to Barcelona, Espanyol, Betis, and I don't know how many Beticos came to me and they just wanted to tell me their story. They were Beticos because of his father emigrated and he took a flag with him, also with the great-grandfather with the t-shirt, and that's lovely, and Betis, thank God, is everywhere.
And it is
I love that.
very strange that even though that amount of Andalusians went to Catalonia,
1.7 million, they said, between the 50s and the 70s.
most of them
That's a
are
lot of
Betis.
people.
Their sons and grandsons.
Not Sevillistas.
No, not so many.
But perhaps that can be explained by Betis's fan base at the time of the Great Migration, which was a lot less well off compared to Sevilla's, thanks to Betis's connection to the city's working-class, gypsy-influenced neighborhood of Triana.
To say poor
It's always the
people
working
used
class,
to live in
man.
Triana.
Yeah.
You know, the real people, you will find it in Triana.
It's a worker class neighborhood, and most of the football fans in the neighborhood were Beticos.
So you have the neighborhood of Sevilla with more gypsies, with more flamenco music, is also full of Beticos. So that's why when you go to the Betis Stadium, you will see how people clap their hands. They support Betis clapping hands in the flamenco music way. The stadium, we call it Tocar
Gotcha,
las Palmas, which
okay.
is something way different from clapping.
And whilst the club have held on to certain gypsy traditions to this day, in the modern age, the Betico feeling goes far beyond just the working class and touches every part of society.
This is no more a tale of rich people and poor people.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
You will find Beticos across all demographic. You can see poor people who is Betica, rich people, and especially for the last year, women. A lot of women.
You know you can die for it. We cannot describe that. You have to feel that, you know?
Now it's way more common to see women wearing Betis t-shirt, and I think that's lovely. That's something beautiful.
Why was it not common before? Was football ever gate kept from women at one point or another? Or anything like that out of curiosity? I wonder why that was uncommon. Or why I wonder why that was uncommon at one point or another.
Though it's little wonder the club's fan base has become so diverse when you learn of the lengths Beticos go to pass on that Betis feeling to others.
The funny thing about my dad is like every time he goes somewhere, he makes everyone a Betis fan.
In my college years, Erasmus students, we were always competing to turning them into Beticos?
I have lived in different countries, and every friend I have met there, they are maybe if they are not Beticos at all, they have a shirt, and sometimes they call me, man, Betis is winning.
My friends from back home, they start having kids and stuff, and like my dad, the first thing he says is like, Betty, 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 and there's that.
I just have my daughter, and in the neighborhood, the people, they said to the girl, not mama or papa, they say Betis. So it's the first word that she says.
A friend of mine, the kid is like 5 years old now, and he's like the biggest Betis fan just because of my dad.
She has already 3 shirts of Betis.
How old is she?
She's 9 months old.
That my parents got him a Betis shirt from here, and they went to Barcelona and they gave it to him, and he loved it. You know, there's a video of him like, thank you so much, Hector, Pepe, Mati, for my Betis shirt and stuff.
I love that.
You should be on the club's payroll, man. What's going on here?
That's something we love doing. We love creating Beticos around the world.
It's like you're some kind of green and white football missionary.
Yeah, of course, we are missionaries. We're missionaries of Betis.
Though none of this should really be a surprise when you learn of the eccentric behavior the fan base is famous for.
Yeah, we have some crazy fans. For example, we even have a song that we brought from Argentina, from San Lorenzo, and the song says that dicen que estamos locos de la cabeza. They say we are crazy, and that's true. That's true.
It's really true.
Yeah, it's really true. You will say that.
There's many legends. There's many legends.
Have you seen the parrot, the man with the parrot in his hat?
The parrot,
guy,
man?
He walks around and he's got a Betico hat and there's a parrot, and he feeds the parrot during the game. And I'm like, okay, if you had 1 or 2, but this just gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
And have you heard about the milk carton man? The man with the milk carton?
No.
He tried to get into the stadium with his father's ashes into the urn, and he wasn't allowed.
Y entonces resulta de que las cenizas lo llevaban en un bote
carton of
de
milk.
tetrabril. Él conservaba el asiento del padre, pues dice, papá, va a llamar caro Betis. Uy, papá, que el Betis. Entonces él vivía la pasión del padre.
We had one who used
Damn, I mean, that's kind of sad. Like, not in a like, damn, that's like kind of pathetic, but more in like a way of like, damn, that's deep, bro. Sheesh. It will always continue to surprise me how serious this shit gets, bro. And that's why I love it. I love how serious this gets every single time.
to smoke through the eye.
Smoke?
Yeah, you can Google it.
There was one that was like the grandma of Betis.
La Betis fue histórica, viajaba con el Betis.
Was an old woman who used to go to every stadium.
Reporters used to put a microphone on her.
When she was angry, she was the worst Betica you could ever fight, but then she was lovely to everyone.
Because she used to talk during the whole game and she used to be really funny.
Yell and scream a lot to the referee, to the other team.
She was the oldest Betis fan back in the days, and she was 97 years old.
And she had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
We also had one guy who used to travel always with a coat, and the coat was wearing Betis jerseys and scarves and everything.
Coat? Jacket?
No, a goat, sorry.
A goat?
A goat.
Like a goat?
Like the sheep, but with the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was able to take the goat to the game, but...
No. He brought the goat inside.
Yeah, of course. Eventually, it was forbidden. And of course, we have the bread man. He was a guy who used to go to the stadium with a huge bread with the shape of Betis badge.
For every match. It didn't matter if it was a Betis Osasuna or a Betis Getafe.
Some of those breads are as big as his torso.
Yeah.
Despite the club boasting one of Spain's biggest, most passionate fan bases off the pitch, on the pitch, the story of Real Betis Balompié doesn't really add up to much.
The supporters are the best thing of the club.
Okay.
But we don't have so many trophies. We have just one league in 1835 and 2 cups.
And we've been suffering.
Betis is suffer. I mean, being Betico is having a life of suffering.
The fans get accustomed to lose.
Here we have lived relegations, bad coaches, bad transfers, bad presidents.
As a guy from Cleveland, Ohio, that's exactly what it's like being a Browns fan. We had a season in the NFL where we went 0-16. We didn't win a single goddamn game that season. And I think that was like 6 years ago? Browns had never been good since their inception like 30 years ago, bro. We have sucked since the dawn of time. You'll be damn sure that entire stadium is packed to the brim every single game day or every single home game. It is interesting hearing stories like this and kind of thinking back to some of my own like sporting experiences. Putting aside like the amount of passion or whatever, but just like the oh, not whatever, sorry, that's disrespectful. Putting aside like the passion and like the love for like a club or a team, just generally hearing these stories about like, yeah, we support this team no matter what. Yeah, Cleveland will raise you to remember that the Browns will suck. They'll always suck. Every radio station, because I actually listen to the radio. Isn't that crazy? 30-year-old man. I listen to the radio when I'm driving sometimes because listening to music is just not it. I want to hear people talk sometimes, but the radio stations over here, 92.3 FM, I think, always talk about Browns, bad coaching staff. What are we doing? Like all the time, man. It's so funny. But yeah, I know the feeling.
Presidents.
All of which has led to
we
a
don't have
club
any
slogan
trophies
unlike any other.
La canción del Betis, histórica del Betis, es Viva el Betis, man que pierda.
No, go Betis, even though you lose.
So
damn.
It's not Viva Betis even when you lose. It's Viva Betis even though you lose.
Yes.
So you're literally presuming you're going to lose.
And it's the only club in, I think, in the world that the slogan is referencing to the defeat, not the win.
Man que pierda is something that was created during this year that we were in the 3rd division.
Okay.
7 years in a row with no promotions and almost disappearing.
So that's why Man que pierda is our way of living. We supported our team in the 3rd division. We supported even if we lose all the games we play.
That's your You'll Never Walk Alone.
Yes.
We gotta react to more You'll Never Walk Alone. Look at that.
That's your ECS Paris.
Yes.
ECS Paris.
Betis,
even though you lose.
Though when you consider the way of life in a region like Andalusia, known as the frying pan of Spain due to its oppressive heat, a saying like man que pierda couldn't be more fitting.
The weather is like you're in the Caribbean.
Sevilla, for example, it rains, I don't know, 10 days per year.
It's like literally hot all year round, so it's a slow life, it's an easy life.
You walk around the city and you will find people singing. They are not crazy, they are not drunk, they are just living the city.
It's such a thing, man. It's part of the culture of like not being serious and just like laughing out live.
That's why our emblem, our idea is the man que pierda.
It's what identifies them, you know, and they're so proud of that. And
So you're the happy people, you're the jokers.
And we take that happiness up to Betis.
It's also like the concept of guasa and like being funny.
How do I say it?
Guasa.
Guasa.
Guasa is like the concept of like, it's like almost like banter.
¿Tienes WhatsApp?
Porque tengo WhatsApp más que tú, más que cualquiera.
Guasa is a way of being. I mean, being happy all the time, being joking about life.
It's specific to Andalusia, this region, right?
Yeah, guasa is a word that you will never listen out of Andalusia.
I unironically can relate to guasa because I don't take anything serious anymore. I laugh at life, I have fun, I make my videos, I stream, I've got a ton of bills, old medical bills, college bills, whatever. And to be honest, a lot of people ask me, how do you deal with a lot of that kind of stuff, man? I'm not trying to make this about me either, but a lot of people ask me, like, how do you deal with all the like pressure of everything got kind of going on? I lost my main job like 8 months ago and I've just been working on content ever since. And I just tell them, because if I don't do it, nobody else will. Nobody else is going to make me into a full-time content creator. I got to do that myself. Nobody's going to edit my videos because I can't pay them. I got to do that myself. And ultimately, I just have fun doing it. I laugh at everything. I don't pay attention to any of the political stuff we got going on anymore. Like I stay knowledgeable, but I don't have a reason to wake up every single day angry. I just don't care anymore. I don't really care. It's not worth the energy. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your mind. Laughing at life isn't necessarily just a privilege. It's just something you have to accept, that life is going to be silly. People that you dislike are going to be, in office. People that you that you don't agree with their behaviors are going to exist all around you. And once you accept that life is just not this perfect utopia thing, which is probably a little cynical, it makes it a lot easier, man. You just have to accept that is just the way life is sometimes, man. And the moment you accept that and you stop taking it so serious, it's easier to really just maneuver through life and all of your troubles. You shouldn't just ignore every single problem going on. But I think people are way too quick to be angry about something. People don't look up or read anymore or research anything anymore before they get angry. I think that a part of that has to do with the internet. And I'm going to conclude my point very shortly. I just don't think life is worth being so serious about anymore. Never was to begin with. I try to have fun. I try to laugh. I laugh with my wife. I laugh with my friends. I make these videos. I stream. I play my games. I make my money where I can. And we just keep it pushing, man. And I think that is the exact kind of energy that a lot of people really need to have, because what people aren't lacking is, you know, whatever privilege or rights or whatever provided by whatever. I think people just lack general happiness. That's probably a bit of an ignorant statement, and it probably is going to sound really privileged. I just think you're still alive, and you just got to keep it pushing, man. Like, life is going to be rough. It's going to suck, but you got to keep it pushing. You got to make the most out of what you can, you know?
Guasa es la que hay en Sevilla, es donde más guasa hay, donde más arte hay.
The culture here is like having one up on you by like being more funny than you. And
Most famous comedians in Spain are Andalusians.
This is like a region of comedians.
Yeah, basically, yeah, everyone is so funny.
Es el nuevo look del verano. Look remix.
And so it's no wonder the fans' favorite player is none other than Joaquin Sanchez.
When people of my generation think about Betis, we think about Joaquin.
Joaquín Sánchez, un ídolo.
Joaquin, or as locals know him,
Or Julio.
Julio.
is the pride of the football club. But it's not just what he's done on the pitch that makes him so adored by Beticos.
Joaquin is almost like the embodiment of guasa.
Yeah.
No puedo más. Vamos. ¿Cómo me arrepentido hace un año más?
He actually is funny, like behind the scenes, or is he doing that for the camera?
It's way more, because in the camera there's certain things that you can't do. Say. And what we get is like the no filter Joaquin.
Tiene mucha gracia, te ríes con él. De lo que habla, la forma de hablar, te ríes con él. Eso es la guasa.
Do you get the proper rib, like when your ribs hurt laughing?
Yeah, no, literally. And it's constant.
He doesn't turn off.
Yeah, no, it's just like different stories that he has.
Yo me acuerdo con mi padre que estábamos yo sentado con Mourinho y me decía, Joaquín, pero tú, ¿cuánto quieres ganar?
It's just the way that he explains things, you know.
Claro, yo le decía, Mourinho, es que no es cuestión de dinero, es cuestión de que a las 5 de la tarde, cuando ya no hay caso allí, ¿qué carajo hago yo allí a las 5?
Sometimes you look at him and you just start laughing, because it's just become this character now, you know.
¿Dónde quieren que aparezca la Popoli? ¿En qué más? ¿O toma?
Even Sevilla fans love him.
Someone told me he hypnotized a chicken on TV once. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. I saw that.
The last time they renewed the Joaquin contract during the show, during the presentation, he was sharing the stage with a famous Spanish comedian, and they were telling jokes each other.
Cuando toreó, cuando ganamos la Copa Rey a Osasuna y toreó, sacó el capote y empezó a torear allí.
And then Valencia, he went to cut the next year. Have you seen the picture with him? Stark naked.
Yeah.
Bro,
You keep saying that. That is not a real picture.
I know why.
That's what he says. That's Photoshop.
But
All right, I love
despite their
that,
laid-back
man.
nature, wicked sense of humor, and expectation for losing, stuck in the midst of a 17-year trophy drought, Beticos' patience for something to celebrate had been starting to wear thin.
But we've been waiting 17 years, and we've been suffering. Meanwhile,
been waiting 30, I get it.
noisy neighbors, Sevilla,
won
six Europa Leagues. They have been mocking at us and making.
So they're in, forgive me for pausing right at that moment. So they're in the tier 3 of Spanish football. Because most teams that play in the Europa Leagues are usually, I'm thinking of the Europa Conference League, so they're tier 2. They're tier 2, yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong.
6 Europa Leagues, they have been mocking at us and making fun of us because we were relegated, then promoted, then relegated.
So when the club qualified for the 2022 Copa del Rey final against Valencia, which just happened to be hosted in their very own city at Seville's old Cartuja Olympic Stadium, I decided I had to be there and see just what happens when Spain's most manic fan base have the chance at ending their trophy drought for the first time in more than a decade and a half.
I'm just gonna Google this really quick. Oh, they play in La Liga. What the hell am I on about there? Okay, I fully understand now.
Okay, so, well, we've arrived in the city of Seville, almost 4 or 5 days before the game, because Betis have a league match against Elche, which is actually quite big, because if they win this, they've got a chance of making the top 4, and of course the Champions League, overtaking their city rivals Sevilla. I've linked up with a guy called Kike. We're gonna meet him and get an understanding of just how big this match is. Not the match tonight, but the match in 5 days' time.
When you ask everyone, what do you prefer? I mean, qualifying for Champions League or winning the final? Nobody gives a shit about the Champions League. We just want to get the title.
Kike's words rang true, as all everyone wanted to do was show off their special bracelets that doubled as tickets for the final, or sing about the game that was still days away. The only ones not singing or talking about it were too nervous to even mention it.
Que si pienso y no duermo, yo llevo ya más malo.
No. And it was the same.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more question. Sorry. How does qualification for the Copa del Rey go? Damn, 125 teams qualified for this. I know Barcelona won it last year against Real Madrid. Oh, but they actually had it at the Estadio de la Cartuja, which is this stadium. I think I said that right.
And it was the same situation in the stadium, where everyone's mind wasn't on the game in front of them, but the one on Saturday. The same could be said of the players who ended up losing to their lowly opponents, ruining their Champions League hopes. And so post-match, as the fans refused to leave the ground, demanding the players come back out to face them, I was surprised to see it wasn't to berate the players, but remind them of the importance of winning the cup.
Wow.
To face such pressure from a fan base who usually don't expect so much, I was curious just how the players were dealing with such a situation, so I caught up with Hector Bellerin.
You know, when you go to the city and people stop you, they're not asking how are you, they're like, we need to win. We need to win on the 23rd.
Bellerin understood the stakes better than most, as he came from a family of Beticos that went back generations.
So basically, your dad moves there, your grandparents moved there. They've got Barca, arguably one of the greatest teams of all time, but they say we're sticking with Betis.
What fascinated me most about Hector was, despite his Betico family, as a kid, he was reluctant to support the Verde Blancos.
When I'm young and my dad's getting me Betis kids and stuff like that, and I'm wearing them every now and then, but I'm like, oh, Dad, I want to beat Barca Madrid, you know?
And Barcelona's around the corner.
And Barcelona's around the corner, so I just wanted to support one of them because I was like, I want to support a team that's winning, you know? That's my mentality, obviously, when I'm young.
Bellerin not only had a soft spot for Barcelona, but ended up signing up for the club's famed La Masia Academy before moving to Arsenal, where for 10 years he starred in the Premier League, Europe, and helped the club lift 3 FA Cup trophies. But despite the success, the glamour, and prestige of cup finals and European football, in 2021, Bellerin realised there was something missing in his life.
There was a time that at Arsenal I wasn't feeling happy at that time for like various reasons, and I just said to Mikel that I just needed a breather, you know, and I need to enjoy football. I was getting more closer to my roots and stuff, and you know, having more conversations with my dad about his childhood, or like him supporting Betis, or my grandma supporting Betis.
And so when he made a move, despite names like PSG, Inter Milan, and even Barcelona gunning for his services, the club Bellerin chose was the one he was once reluctant to support.
I believe in signs, and I believe like life has a path for you, and when I got that call, I was like, this is my time, this is what I've been manifesting as well, you know, like going back to Spain, connecting to my roots, and the team that has called me is my dad's team, like it just makes sense. And to me, there was no better club to go to than the club that my family have supported all their life. That same morning I was flying from London and they were flying from Barcelona, and we met at the stadium.
For the unveiling?
Yeah, and me and my dad had like the biggest hug that we've had in a long time. And
Was there a moment you looked at him and you were like,
yeah, I think with the hug that he gave me, he just said everything, you know.
And whilst Bellerin's words really confirmed just how big of a deal this fixture and club was to Beticos, on the eve of the match, I decided to get the last words from the biggest Betico of all, Kike.
Last time we won the cup, I was 16. I was at high school. Now, you know, I'm a professor at the university. If you had told me I had to wait another 16 years, 17 actually, to win a new one, I don't know what I would have told you, but yeah, this is Betis. I have traveled, I have fallen in love, I got a job, I have a life, but a lot of things has happened and Betis haven't won anything. So imagine after all these years of suffering, if we win, we will celebrate it. I don't know how, but you can be sure it will be huge.
Wow, that is magnificent. I love Spanish architecture also.
17 years in the making. It's match day and a chance for Betis to finally lift a trophy again. But I don't have to tell you that. Look outside the window and you'll see it. Everywhere you look is green and white. It's people in shirts and scarves. It's windows with flags and banners. It's even landmarks. Last night, for instance, Betis lit up arguably the city's most famous landmark, the Torre del Oro. I mean, you wouldn't know that there's two teams in this city between Real Betis and Seville. Today, this weekend, this city is green and white, and they want to make sure you know about it. So what we're doing, we're starting it early for breakfast. I'm joining up with Kike. He's got a friend who has been dying for a ticket, but just hasn't been able to get his hands on one. Like many typical Beticos, he's from Catalonia, and so he's traveled down for the match without a ticket, still hoping somehow he can get his hands on one.
Digo, todos los turnos de trabajo están dedicados para el Betis, todas las vacaciones están dedicadas para el Betis.
I respect that.
dedicarle la vida al Betis.
How many?
I respect it.
Hacer en mi tiempo libre, ir a ver al Betis.
Despite being a Betty member who travelled home and away, even Alvaro had missed out due to such high demand.
Me lo saqué, pero hubo un año que perdí el número de socios, me fui otra vez atrás y ahora me acuerdo de aquel año, pero no pude. O sea, económicamente fue difícil y son cosas
Understandable.
Luckily, we've got two.
I was
I'm gonna take
hoping.
one with a camera, and we're going to surprise him with the other.
I have an extra ticket if you want to come. In the stadium, Cartuja.
Cartuja.
Broma, ¿no?
See?
Oh, I love that, man. Holy smokes. Cartuja. 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 Cartuja.
Having
Look
this
at that,
feeling that
man.
one week, and that you are able to win something, that's something that every football fan should feel at least once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, yeah. I wonder if that's where you got the name for this, from a quote from like
it's
somebody.
Important because if you watch TV, if you read the newspaper, you will only see about big teams. But you know, the rest of the teams, if our feeling, if our love for the team is not the same, it's even bigger. So why will you focus on big teams? It's other teams that have the colors, the passion, that hold the football together. And for Spanish football, it's also good because it means that Spanish football is alive. And it's not only about Barcelona, Madrid, and Atlético de Madrid.
Yeah, I agree. This is why I watch this stuff. That is the exact reason why I watch this kind of stuff and learn about these different clubs and why I react to a lot of like these different ultras and stuff. I only, ever since I started diving into this world, have heard about the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Man City and the Man Uniteds, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, or Borussia Dortmund. Like, yeah, like those are the only big names. Like I only hear about the big names, especially on social media, you know? So that's why I love diving into this stuff, man.
Me acuerdo de mi abuelo que falleció, mi abuelo murió, y le haría muchísima ilusión seguro que yo pudiera estar, que él estuviera aquí conmigo. Y me acuerdo de él y es una sensación bonita.
I understand, man.
And so as our cameraman headed to the public viewing hosted by BETIS in their own stadium, I joined Kike and Alvaro in the Cartuja Stadium for the match.
Cartuja. I keep saying Cartuja.
People
Cartuja. Yep.
And Beticos knows about that most than anyone else. If we don't allow mid-table or smaller clubs to achieve something,
that hope seems to be gone.
There's no hope for those clubs, and we have it for the first time in almost 20 years.
There were two philosophers, the Cava brothers, that they said that we Andalusians, we had the suffering and the joy of the Gypsy, Jew, and Muslim people. And that's why we are the way we are. We enjoy a lot and we suffer a lot. We don't have a middle point.
I really want to visit Spain one day.
Win, you will see that we will get crazy.
I swear it better be a happy ending, man. Don't do this to me. I'm gonna have to watch a bit this game.
If you're already winning, if you're taking the lead, you are scared of losing what you already have, so you will suffer even more.
I think that's unique to you guys. Most people enjoy the lead.
No, I don't enjoy it. I mean, I like it, but I suffer more. That's a better way of living.
I get that. I fully understand that feeling, bro.
I can never be calm.
Even if you take the lead?
Yeah, of course. Especially if we take the lead. Even we are close to win a final, to win a trophy, we will be suffering. We will always be scared of something bad coming to us.
This just think back to Izzy and Once in a Lifetime Argentina, how cynical he kind of was about this stuff. Same thing kind of here. But I get it. I understand.
That has always happened in our history. Things were going good, and at the end, bam, something comes and fucks you up.
Okay. You have to smoke a cig, I get it. And you guys told me you guys don't ever eat in stadiums. Come on, come on. That's a joke, that's a joke.
Betis is suffer. I mean, being Betico is having a life of suffering. You will see it. You will see it at the stadium.
It's like being a...
You will see people eating their nails. You will see people moving, the legs shaking, crying.
Oh, man. How about to say, does it go to extra? Yeah. Oh no.
Have you thought about penalties?
I thought. Because...
What have you thought?
Goosebumps. I don't sleep.
Esta noche, si tenemos penaltis...
Te infarto, te toma la pastilla, te toma una pastilla.
Because it's 10 p.m. Hector, if it goes to pens, you're going to finish at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, we finish on the 24th.
That sounds magnificent, man. Listen to that. Oh, man. Dude, this is making my heart race right now.
You will even see people that won't be able to look at the game. They will be so nervous, you know, that they will be walking around and they will not focus on the pitch.
I understand.
Have you thought about penalties, or you don't want to?
I'm not thinking about the game within itself. I feel like when I came here, I knew that there was a big chance of making people happy, making my family happy, and doing something big. So it just has to happen. There is no doubt in my mind.
Valencia they're choking.
Deserve winning the cup. The city deserves it. My dad deserves it.
Has it kind of dawned on you just how rare it is for Betis to make a cup final?
It has.
Dude,
Betis
come
is an
on.
incredible club, incredible fan base. In 115 years history, they've made the cup final on average, if you include this time, once every 30 years. This shows once in a lifetime. Maybe that's not a lifetime, but that's at least once in a generation, once in your life. You're 27?
Yeah.
This is something else.
It's an incredible story, yeah. Juan Miranda, which is one of our fullbacks, that he's been from the academy. He actually went to the 2005 final with his parents, you know.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And
wow.
He's friends with many of the supporters, and he said to me after, before the Elche game, he's like, from tonight, I know I'm not sleeping.
You goddamn Spanish-speaking bastards, always making me tear up. You motherfuckers, I can't stand you guys. Oh man, dude. Once in a lifetime Argentina, once in a lifetime Real Betis. Like, Fuck. Oh man, come on, man. That's beautiful. You damn bastards.
Big teams fans are used to win almost every year. We are not. So imagine after all these years of suffering, if we win, there is no way we celebrate it like a big team who is used to win. It cannot be the same because for 17 years we have only celebrated the idea of being Beticos. Now we will be able to celebrate the title. Of course it will be the same.
People should know about Betis, because Betis is not just a football club, it's just a way of life. A tough one, but a fun one. And life is about having fun. And I think that even though you lose most of the times, when you have the chance to have fun or have glory, you have the time of your life.
I mean, I don't think anybody does it better than Copa90 when it comes to portraying these emotions. I mean, good God almighty, brother. I am such a big fan of this channel. I don't even know how to look at this shit. Oh my God, you would have thought it was the goddamn World Cup. This is nuts. Every time we go to some Spanish speaking country, I end up coming back from it tearing up. Like, I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. Look at, oh my God, wait, what? I'm looking at this center picture. That's mad, as a lot of you Europeans will say. That's absolutely mad. What the fuck? What made this one even more special? I'm not saying it's like more special than the other like once in a lifetime documentaries. I had no idea what was going to happen.
The club for emotionally affecting them this much.
They wrote letters to the high government officials.
You guys are crazy, man.
Close, because it makes me illness. No problem about cancer. Problem Trabzonspor.
All right, I don't know what club that was, but we are undeniably going to react to that. Whatever it was. Oop, wrong thing. Oh man, I hope you guys take my joke as a joke for real. Like every time we watch something from this damn channel, especially related to like a Spanish speaking country, I mean like, dude, we always come back with some kind of tears flowing. Again, what made this one really special was I had no idea what the outcome was. And I think that's what makes it a lot more fun. Now, obviously I knew Messi won the World Cup. What still made me cry with that video, Once in a Lifetime Argentina, that whole series, had to have been because of what we learned about, you know, Argentine culture. This, I had no idea going into like what the result was going to be. I've heard of Real Betis, but I didn't know anything about it. I'd seen the name. I didn't even know what like tier of Spanish football that they played in, obviously, which just is because I'm still learning, obviously. So, you know, sue me, but I didn't know what we were going to really be getting out of this, which is what I really love about it the most. So, yeah. Copa90, man, they know how to make a damn documentary. I love these guys. What's really interesting to me about all of this is just researching a lot about like these autonomous communities and whatnot. I'm a sucker for really learning about a lot of just learning. I'm a sucker for learning. Learning about these autonomous communities, which are basically like regions or little like mini provinces, but you guys also have provinces there too, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference. Like Andalusia, I didn't know this was a place. Never heard of it up until now. I had never really realized that Barcelona was in its own individual, like I've heard of Catalonia, but I didn't know what it was. I never actually like researched it, you know. I didn't know it was like an autonomous community. Like obviously I know Spain is a country, but I didn't know they had like these little sub things, these communities, you know. I got a lot to learn about these different like these different European countries, man. There's so much to learn. I just realized I did all of that with my big screen up, so you guys saw what I was trying to, you know, get at. But hey, thanks for watching. Shout out Copa90 again, making these absolutely amazing documentaries. Like usual, I'll make sure to link their original video in the description down below because they're the ones making the content and I'm just the one here to watch with the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? They did all the hard work and I'm sitting here just sitting in my nice cozy chair watching and crying. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. And hey, this has been your boy Jay with another reaction to football Hope you have a great day. Peace.